A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the Hill on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting NCCAA South Region Baseball, featuring the visiting Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls College and your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. As always, we look for a very exciting game here this evening and again tomorrow afternoon. But first, we ask everyone to please stand for prayer. Lord Father, as always, we praise you for the talents you've given these young men, Lord. We ask you to bless everyone on this field and at this facility, Father, for every word, action, and deed to glorify you. Father, we pray for all players to be safe and free from all harm or injury. And Lord, help us enjoy this beautiful weather you've given us for this game tonight and again tomorrow. Number one above all, Father, help us remember we are to worship you, our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. And now, introducing the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls College. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 6, Davis Jennings. Batting second in center field, number 7, Charlie Compton. Batting third in left field, number 12, Connor Merritt. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 32, Ryan McCarron. Batting fifth at third base, number 4, Nick Eckert. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 1, Will Miller. Batting seventh at second base, number 14, Aiden Damos. Batting eighth in right field, number 25, Peyton Powell. And batting ninth behind the plate, number 9, Isaac Rivitas. And pitching for Toccoa Falls, number 5, Ashton Sapp. Screaming Eagles are led by head coach Josh Taylor in his third season, assisted by Cole Page and Chathan Clotry. And now the starting lineup for your home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off at second base, number 41, Seth Reeves. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third, playing left field, number 1, Gavin Williams. Batting fourth, behind the plate, number 5, Larson Lott. Batting fifth at first base, number 28, Tyson LaChapelle. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 4, Nate Noguris. Batting seventh at third base, number 8, Logan McGann. Batting eighth in right field, number 33, Dominic Gattinella. Batting ninth in center field, number 2, Jacob Burke. And on the mound for the TBC Eagles, number 15, Jacob Brigman. Eagles are led by head coach John Copeland in his 11th season and assisted by Jordan Broden and Sammy Coffrin. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask now that you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. It's time for baseball here on the Hill. Trinity Ball Yard at the campus of Trinity Baptist College for South Region Baseball between the TBC Eagles and the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and we're very happy that you're joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Trinity Baptist comes into tonight's play with a record of 14-11, 5 wins, 1 loss in South Region competition. And Toccoa Falls, 14-15 overall. They are 1-2 in South Region play. They have played only Bob Jones University. Trinity Baptist has played Bob Jones and Payne College within the South Region. On the mound, you're looking at sophomore Jacob Brigman, who's having himself a phenomenal season. So far, Jacob Brigman is 5-3 with a 2.08 ERA. He will be making his 9th appearance of the season. All of them starts. He has 5 complete games. He has pitched 47 2/3 innings, allowing 30 hits, 19 runs, 11 of them earned. And Brigman has walked 25 and struck out 52. Here's the defense playing behind Jacob Brigman. In right field, Dominic Gattinella, Jacob Burke in center, and Gavin Williams in left. Around the infield, Logan McGann is at third base, Nate Naguris, the shortstop, Seth Reeves at second base, and Tyson LaChapelle is at first with Larson Lott behind the plate. And in case you missed it, we'll quickly go through the Toccoa Falls batting order. The top 3 are DH Davis Jennings, center fielder Charlie Compton, and left fielder Connor Merritt. The middle third of the batting order, first baseman Ryan McCarron, third baseman Nick Eckert, and shortstop Will Miller. And the bottom third consists of second baseman Aiden Damas, right fielder Peyton Powell, and catcher Isaac Revitas. And we are ready to begin the first of 3 here at Trinity Ball Yard, a doubleheader tomorrow afternoon. Tonight is just a single 9-inning game, and Brigman ready for the first pitch. It is a fastball that misses down low. In the batter's box, designated hitter Davis Jennings for Toccoa Falls. He is hitting .273, no homers and 2 runs driven in. 1 ball, no strikes to the left-handed hitter, and Brigman delivers. There's a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Toccoa Falls 14-15, and they're coming off a 2-game doubleheader sweep over Claflin College just a couple of days ago. That was Wednesday afternoon. The 1-1 from Brigman, and that one is in there for a strike. Trinity Baptist, it's been a few days since the Eagles have been on the field, other than practice, of course. They're coming off the Bold City Classic loss to Florida Memorial and Abraham Baldwin, 2 NAIA teams. Close games, 7-3 and 3-1 were those scores. TBC played well, but just didn't get the win. It's now 2-2. Davis Jennings trying to start things off for Toccoa Falls. Brigman from the stretch, and he delivers and misses down low. If Brigman's gotten into any trouble at all, it has been giving up the free passes. That tends to come back to hurt teams. The doubleheader wins over Claflin on Wednesday, 8-4 and 11-5 for Toccoa Falls. Here's a payoff pitch from Brigman, a fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1. So Brigman, pitching from behind in the count, comes back to get the punch out. And he retires his first batter of the game. And it brings up the big, powerful center fielder, Charlie Compton, whom we've seen on this field take the ball deep. The wind is blowing in from right center at 13 miles per hour. It is a beautiful 77 degrees here at Trinity Ball Yard. Brigman pitching to Compton. And a breaking ball is in there for a strike. Charlie Compton has hit 6 home runs so far this season. He's driven in 40 with a .440 batting average and a .710 slugging percentage. So don't give this guy too much to hit. 1 strike from Brigman, a curveball, and that one's a little bit high and outside to even the count at a ball and a strike. It was 2 years ago when Compton came down here and put one out onto what was then the practice field, is now a Trinity Christian Academy JV and middle school field out there behind right field. There's a 1-1 from Brigman. Fastball swung on and missed. And that is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Compton may have chased one a little bit low. This is one big man in the batter's box for Toccoa Falls. Charlie Compton stands at 6'5", a senior from Lexington, South Carolina. Brigman has a ball and 2 strikes, and the southpaw delivers and just misses the inside corner to even things up at 2-2. Brigman doesn't take a whole lot of time. Usually gets the ball and delivers his pitch fairly quickly. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball lifted into shallow left field. Coming in is Gavin Williams, battling the sun and making the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Brigman and the TBC Eagles, and now Brigman will face Connor Merritt, the Toccoa Falls left fielder. Merritt, a sophomore from Jenkinsburg, Georgia, comes in hitting .339, no homers but 14 RBIs. He'll take a walk, 12 of those. That gives him an on-base percentage of .458. Head coach Josh Taylor is also the athletic director of Toccoa Falls College. And a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. And Nathan Lowry is the sports information director. Coach Taylor's in his 3rd season as Toccoa's head coach. He's already had 17 players named to all regional 1st and 2nd teams, and he's had 5 players named to the 1st, 2nd, or freshman All-American teams in the NCCAA. 2 years ago, Toccoa Falls batted .323, and last year, .329. They also hit 61 home runs during 2023. They come in tonight with 19 on this season, but this is usually a very powerful offense. Jacob Brigman has gotten the first 2 men out and has a ball and a strike now on Connor Merritt. And Brigman delivers a fastball, popped up and out of play. The lights are on, but it will be a little while before they take effect, as we're still in beautiful daylight and will be for quite a while. And Jacob has his father in attendance coming up from Miami with the Florida Christian School Patriots, who played 3 games in Jacksonville this week. And now, Coach Brigman and the Patriots are cheering on Jacob. The 1-2, there's a ground ball towards second. Reeves will scoop, throw to first in time, and that retires a side. Brigman gets the opposition in order in the 1st. And we have no score after a half inning of play. And Coach Brigman leading the Florida Christian School Patriots this season. Unfortunately for them, 3 losses on their trip up here, but 3 very good games. One of those was against Trinity Christian Academy back on Tuesday, and the Conquerors started the season ranked number 3 in the country in max preps. They're now still in the top 30, but a couple of losses knocked them out of the national rankings. So they are at Toccoa Creek tonight after beating Baldwin 10-0 last night. Here's a batting order for Trinity Baptist. Leading off, second baseman Seth Reeves, followed by DH Ryan Ongst and left fielder Gavin Williams. The middle third will be catcher Larson Lott, followed by first baseman Tyson LaChapelle and shortstop Nate Naguris. The bottom third of the batting order is third baseman Logan McGann, right fielder Dominic Gattinella, and center fielder Jacob Burke. They will face Ashton Sapp. He's on the mound for the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles, a junior from Monroe, Georgia's Appalachia High School. And Sapp comes into tonight's play with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 complete game. He is making his 10th appearance and 9th start of the season. Sapp has pitched 38 1/3 innings. He's allowed 41 hits, 27 runs, 24 of those earned. Sapp has walked 18 and struck out 29. And so it'll be Reeves, Ongst, and Williams, the first three men in the Eagles batting order. Seth Reeves moving up to the leadoff position. Started the season at the bottom of the order, but the way he's been hitting, got his way into the middle third, and tonight is the TBC leadoff hitter for Coach Copeland. So Reeves, Ongst, and Williams getting ready to take their hacks against Ashton Sapp. One major league game going on right now. Tampa Bay is hosting the Colorado Rockies. They're tied at 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Baltimore is at Toronto starting in about an hour. Pirates are in Miami. Red Sox at the Texas Rangers. Mets are in Houston. The Athletics, the now Las Vegas Athletics, are in Seattle. And there are a few more games we'll tell you about. But Seth Reeves is about to take his hacks. And a second baseman comes in hitting .340, no homers, 11 RBIs. And he hits the first pitch towards the shortstop. It is fielded cleanly by Miller. To throw to first is in time. Reeves hustling, but a strong throw by Will Miller for the first out. That's the way Ashton Sapp would like to start it off. One pitch, one out. Bases are empty for the designated hitter, Ryan Ongst. He is hitting .417, no homers. He's tied for the team lead in RBIs with Gavin Williams. Each have 21. So a pair of left-handed hitters to start things off. And the first pitch to Ongst is a slider in there for a strike. And Ashton Sapp gets the sign he likes and delivers. And there's a fastball, another hard ground ball, but this one's right at Dumas. And a flip to first is in plenty of time. So both Reeves and Ongst hit the ball hard, but ground balls right at middle infielders. I did mistakenly say Aiden Damus earlier. It is Aiden Dumas playing second base for Toccoa Falls. And they look really sharp in those baby blue uniforms. First, I thought those were the Bob Jones University Bruins, but Toccoa Falls in different sports has been wearing that color all year long. Gavin Williams steps in. He also has 21 RBIs. He's hitting .346 with 3 homers. He's also walked 16 times, so his on-base percentage is .475. The first pitch missed, and the second one is a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes for the Eagles' number 3 hitter, Gavin Williams. We've had 5 batters, no base runners yet. Brigman and Sapp looking sharp in the first inning. Sapp tried to break one off and bounced it on top of the plate. So 3 balls, no strikes to Gavin Williams. And here comes the 3-0 pitch, and Williams takes that one on the inside corner. It is strike 1. The wind is howling in from right center. 13 miles per hour at the last check. Here's a 3-1 to Gavin Williams. A breaking ball hit hard towards third. Eckert nearly lost his balance, and the throw goes in the dirt, and Williams is aboard. That should be an error on the third baseman. Eckert lost his footing and then regrouped and got the throw off, and it would have been in time, but the low throw eluded the glove of Ryan McCarron and allowed Williams to reach. And that should be an error. And it brings up Larson Lott, the Eagles catcher. Williams aboard at first. 2 men are out. He is 2 for 5 in stolen base attempts. Has a pretty good lead. Sapp will work from the stretch and the throw over to first. And Williams dives back into the back of the bag. As a team, Trinity Baptist is 43 for 57 in stolen base attempts. Toccoa Falls, pretty similar themselves. Another good lead by Williams, and a breaking ball. The lot is in there for a strike. Toccoa has stolen 41 bases and been thrown out 15 times. So very similar numbers for both these two teams running the base paths. And Williams gets another good lead and now takes an extra half step and a throw over to first. And Williams dives back in safely. Count on Larson Lott, no balls and a strike. Lott is hitting .389, no homers, 11 RBIs. Gavin Williams has scored 19 times. as primarily the number 3 hitter in the batting order. 1 strike. Long look in by Sapp, and the pitch. There's a chopper towards short. Miller has an easy play to first, and it is in time to end the inning. 4 ground balls, 3 of them turned into outs, 2 of them to the shortstop. The Eagles get a 2-out base runner, but do not advance him. And after 1, no score. We'll be back after this message from the NCCAA. The Atlanta Braves are in San Diego starting at 9:40 p.m. tonight. The Cubs, my Chicago Cubbies, are at Arizona, and the Dodgers are hosting the Detroit Tigers out west. Just one game going on right now. They're in the 9th. Tampa Bay hosting the Rockies. They're tied at 2. Jacob Brigman now getting ready to start inning number 2. A perfect 1-2-3, top of the first with 1 strikeout. He will face Ryan McCarron, Nick Eckert, and Will Miller, the scheduled hitters for Toccoa Falls. Tomorrow's doubleheader will start at 12 noon, 2 7-inning ball games. And we'll have them both here for you on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. And Brigman gets ready for his final warm-up toss. Larson Lott throws down to second, and the second inning is about to begin. And coming up to the plate, Ryan McCarron, the first baseman. And McCarron, another big, powerful hitter, has 3 homers, 30 RBIs. He's hitting .344 with an on-base percentage of .471. And that's because he has drawn 23 walks. So Toccoa Falls, they will take free passes. They love to hit the ball, but they also know the importance of getting on base. And Brigman with his first pitch to the big left-handed hitter. It's a chopper towards second, right at Seth Reeves. Plenty of time, and the throw to first for out number 1. No hits yet through the first full inning, plus the first out of the second. Only 1 base runner. And it brings up Nick Eckert, the Toccoa Falls third baseman, who was hitting .235 with 7 runs driven in. He has doubled 3 times. And Brigman, with the bases empty, delivers a fastball, taken on the inner half for a strike. Logan McGann in tight. He may be expecting a bunt from Eckert. 0-1. Logan McGann, the TBC third baseman, and a pitch. There's a line drive right at Logan McGann, and he makes the catch without having to move his feet. So he had Eckert played perfectly and made the catch for out number 2. Ball hit pretty sharply, but right at Logan McGann. Whoever scouted Eckert told McGann where to play. Good job. Will Miller, the shortstop, now as he comes up, hitting .292, 11 RBIs, and 19 runs scored. Toccoa Falls likes to put the left-handed hitters in the batter's box. And the first pitch. And that is just a bit outside. Have to do it at least once a game. Big contrast to the Bruins from Bob Jones, as they don't have a single left-handed hitter on their entire roster. TBC took 2 out of 3 from Bob Jones, and Bob Jones took 2 out of 3 from Toccoa Falls. And Brigman's fastball is fouled straight back and out of play. TBC will have another South Region series next weekend. The Lions from Payne College come down from Augusta, Georgia. Same start times here at Trinity Ball Yard, 6 p.m. and then 12 p.m. Saturday doubleheader. Even though TBC easily won 2 games at Payne and the third one rained out, It won't be easy. Those Lions are now 12-4 on the season, so outside of Trinity Baptist, the Lions are 12-2. So don't take them lightly just because you beat them earlier. A ball and 2 strikes now to Will Miller. 2 outs, bases empty in the second. And Brigman winds and delivers. Fastball, good swing, but Miller a little bit tardy, and he fouled it off. Well, we have a wind blowing on that net, and that's the reason you see all that shaking on your screen. The wind's actually calmed down just a bit from when we started, but still blowing in pretty briskly. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Miller. And Brigman from the stretch, a curveball, held on to it a little too long and missed upstairs. Counts even at 2-2. Little cloud cover of the sun right now, but nothing threatening. All white clouds above. Only a 20% chance of rain throughout the weekend. Here's a 2-2. Fastball popped up. Lott will give it a look, but it's over the third base dugout and out of play. Eagles have been very fortunate. Only 1 game has been canceled due to weather conditions. That was the 3rd game that did not happen at Payne College. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The bases are empty. Miller in the batter's box. Brigman from the stretch. A fastball. This one is grounded hard towards short. Naguris fields, throws in time. Side retired. A pair of 1, 2, 3 innings for Jacob Brigman. And we go to the bottom of the second. No score. We'll be back on TBC Eagles. Welcome back to Trinity Ball Yard as we get ready for the bottom of the second. The Eagles and the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles. No score. Have to remember not to just say Eagles. And joining us now is the father of TBC's ace left-hander, Jacob Brigman, Coach Chris Brigman of the Florida Christian School Patriots. I understand you had a couple of tough ball games enjoying your trip to Jacksonville.
Yeah, the trip's been great. Unfortunately, we didn't play very well today, but being in Jacksonville and then bringing my guys to watch a college baseball game and, of course, getting to watch my son pitch is very exciting.
First pitch to Tyson LaChapelle is in there for a strike. Tyson's hitting .444, second game back from injury. And Coach, I see your guys out there cheering on Jacob, a lot of former teammates. Jacob's a sophomore here at TBC, so I'm sure a few of the guys played with him down in Miami.
Yeah, there's a couple guys still on our roster, and of course a bunch of our guys know him when he comes home and works in the summer and over Christmas break. He's gotten to know a lot of our guys really well.
And the bouncer in the dirt to LaChapelle, evens a count at 1-1. And unfortunately, I don't get to see the guys all that much off the field, but the few times I've gotten to talk to Jacob, I can tell you he is a terrific young man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All the credit goes to my wife, Lady.
I'm sure you had something to do with it, too. A ball and 2 strikes to Tyson LaChapelle, first batter of the inning, and he takes strike 3 on the outside corner. First out of the bottom of the second, and Coach, you see, no base runners yet for Jacob, and it'd be great to stay that way, but yeah. I was just at home last night watching Trinity Christian on Game Changer, and I said the jinx words, not publicly, but just to tell my wife, the next batter got a base hit. It was the 6th inning.
That's the way it goes.
And I wasn't even broadcasting. I was just at home watching Game Changer. So You just can't say the words.
You can't. Just can't do it.
Nate Naguris takes the first pitch for ball one. Naguris is hitting .273, no homers, 16 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. And he started to flinch, but that ball hit the dirt, and that's ball two. Well, Coach, you gave Trinity Christian a really good game on Tuesday night. TCA got the win, but it sure wasn't easy. I forgot the name of your starting pitcher, but he was brilliant.
Yeah, Steven Gonzalez has been great for us all year long, and yeah, it was a really, really good ball game, and unfortunately we came up a little short, but man, that Trinity team is something else.
Well, that Trinity team is loaded with Division I recruits. There's a little slow roller towards first. McCarron will step on the bag for an easy second out. Now, you're talking Ethan Wheeler, Tyler Ellis, and Brady Harris on their way to the University of Florida. They're only juniors, so they're going to get even better. Yep. Chris Reale's on his way to the University of North Florida, where I graduated from, so he'll be an Osprey. Aaron Watson's going to be a Virginia Cavalier. He struck out 15 in last night's game in just 6 innings.
Oh, wow. Tons of talent.
And that one hit was an infield single.
Oh, wow.
There's a breaking ball to Logan McGann from Ashton Sapp, a good one for a strike. McGann hitting .267, 15 runs driven in. He has a triple and 3 doubles to his credit. And another good pitch by Sapp. I thought that was a strike myself. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach, what else can you tell us about Brigman? It's not going to embarrass him. That one just missed the outside corner. And what is he majoring in?
Jacob's majoring in accounting.
My son, Dean, he's a Trinity Christian graduate. He is an accountant. So if Jacob does well, he's going to make a pretty good salary. There's a fly ball into right. Powell camps under it. And another 1-2-3 inning for one of our 2 pitchers. 3 out of 4 half innings have been 1-2-3. We'll keep it right here so we can say hi a little more to Coach Chris Brigman. And my son Dean, he used to work our cameras with me for 7 years, working his way through high school and college, and he had to go and get a real job.
Yep, Jacob's going to have to do that someday too.
Yeah, he's making a really good money right now. So Jacob, stick with accounting, and you're going to do very well. Jacob must like math.
He does. He's always been a numbers guy, and of course, baseball, we know all the numbers that are involved with that. And he just, for some reason, his mother is a numbers person, and I think that's where he gets it from.
You know, I also teach high school here at Trinity Christian, and of course, you and I both felt the same way when we were in the classroom. When are we ever going to need this?
Exactly.
But Jacob, my son Dean, your wife, I'm sure, my wife, they'll tell you you're going to use a lot of what you learn in school. You just don't realize it yet. Not everything,
right?
But you're going to use quite a bit.
100%.
I like to tell my students, the more you learn, the more choices you will have.
Yep.
So get that math. All you youngsters watching and listening out there, get that math done. And now, Coach, you get to see Jacob in person. You watched him online for a season and a half now. And how many times you've got to see him pitch for TBC Live?
This is probably...
You're a busy man yourself.
Yeah, probably just the maybe 3rd, maybe 4th time. Got to see him at Russmat last year, and got to see him the opening series this year against Florida National.
Yeah, I'm sure he is thrilled to have you here. I remember the best game I pitched. I never made it out of high school, but the best game I ever pitched was when I saw my father walking in unannounced, because it was a day game. He took the afternoon off work. I threw a complete game shutout against Bowles.
Look at you.
And if I could have done that more often, I might not have been a teacher. Brigman's first pitch, swing and a miss to Aiden Dumas, the Toccoa Falls second baseman, who's hitting .284. He's homered twice and driven in 17. Only one thing wrong with Jacob. Throws left, but he bats right.
He does.
How did he end up? You don't see that too often.
No, we tried to make him a switch hitter early, but that didn't work.
1 strike, and this one is up and in. My son, I made sure he batted left-handed. He was a left-hander. I made sure he learned to bat left-handed. I wanted him to switch hit too, but he just wouldn't try it. Ball and a strike, and dads, if your kid throws left-handed, teach him how to pitch. That one is inside. Those left-handed pitchers tend to get a long career.
They do.
You remember guys like Al Leiter, Bob Ojeda, John Candelaria. They hung around long after they weren't effective starters anymore.
That's right.
But they were, you can't get them now because of this dumb rule of 3-batter minimum.
Yep.
Called loogies, the left-handed one-out guys. They pitched 5, 6, 7 years that way and made a lot of money doing
Yes,
it.
they did.
And many of them ended up with the Yankees. 3 balls and a strike. Dumas digs in ahead in the count. Brigman delivers and misses for ball 4. And that's the first base runner allowed by Brigman, and it's the leadoff man in the third. And if there's one thing that Jacob has had a little trouble with at times, those free bases. And at this level, you can't do that too often.
No, those walks always come back to bite you.
Peyton Powell will try to bite now, the right fielder for Toccoa Falls. Comes in hitting .319, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. Leadoff man is aboard. That's Aiden Dumas, and the first pitch breaking ball in the dirt. If Dumas had taken off, he would have easily made it. Dumas is 7 for 8 in stolen base attempts. It looks like he's trying to clear a path to get a good takeoff. Now, Jacobs picked off 3 men this season. He's tough to steal against. There's a line drive into center. Coming on strong is Burke. Makes the dive. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. He dropped the ball in the transfer, so the out is recorded. And that's not the first diving catch that Jacob Burke has made out there this season.
That was a great play.
It looked like he might have lost it in the setting sun, but he was able to recover and make a really good play. 1 out for catcher Isaac Revitas. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. 189, 4 runs driven in. He does have a double as one of his 7 hits. And a good lead off first base by Dumas. And a throw over. That wasn't his best move. That's just one of those, I know you're there.
Yeah, show me move.
And Jacob hides it very well. Goes straight up every time. Doesn't give away which way he's going, first or home. He has 3. Could have had a couple more, but some defensive miscues have taken away a couple of his pickoff attempts this year. That one nearly got away. A nice job by La Chapelle. So no pitch yet to Isaac Revitas. Runner at first, 1 out, and a fastball at the knees. It's kind of hard to tell the corners from up here, but we can very easily see high and low. Nothing in 1. And, Coach, who are some of your other players on your current roster besides Gonzalez who may be playing some college ball soon?
Our catcher, third baseman, Roy Placencia, is headed to Western Oklahoma State Junior College. Left-handed arm, Richard Piloto's going to Middle Georgia.
And Jacob delivers and misses up high. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
And we've got a couple other guys that have some things in the works. We actually brought 7 guys over here to meet Coach Broden on Thursday and got a tour of the campus. So maybe one of those guys will eventually be an Eagle.
That would be fantastic. And this one is in there for strike 2. Now, he had a little trouble this week, but normally the Patriots do a lot of winning. Now, you're playing teams in the very baseball-rich Miami area, too. That's some stiff competition down there.
Yeah, it is.
A ball and 2 strikes. Instead, Brigman, a very soft toss over to first. It looked like he wanted to hold up, but you're not allowed to do that to first base. So the soft toss. The man with the bat's the one who can do the damage. So Brigman will deliver. Fastball a little bit low to even a count at 2-2. 35 pitches now for Brigman. And he's not afraid to throw a bunch of pitches. He has a very durable left arm. Takes a long look in. Dumas is trying to size him up. And the 2-2 curveball, strike 3 called. Did you teach him that?
No, I can't take any credit for that. That's our pitching coach, Ralph Garcia, who's in attendance tonight.
Is he the one that got drafted by the White Sox?
No, that's our other assistant, Coach Adamas. Actually was Jacob's first coach when he was 5 at All Sports Academy down in Miami.
To even get a look at a major league team, you're doing something right. I never even got looked at by a college coach. First pitch fastball to the top of the order, Davis Jennings, who struck out to start the ball game. But I stay in the game here, just running my big mouth here.
You guys do a great job here.
2 outs, a runner at first, a throw over to first, and a runner back in plenty of time. So hopefully you'll have a couple more Patriots wearing the TBC gold, white, and blue.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
No balls and a strike. 2 outs, Brigman delivers a fastball down in the dirt. Lott looked like he wanted the call, but that was below the knees. So 1 ball and a strike. The wind has died down. It was howling in for the first inning. Brigman delivers. High pop-up. That's well out of play. What are some of the teams that the Patriots have coming up that you're looking forward to playing?
Yeah, we'll go home next week, and we've got Coral Springs Senior High, which is a big public high school in Broward County, and then J.C. Bermuda's is a charter school in Doral. So we got 2 tough ones when we get back.
In that area down there, very rich, and a beautiful curved ball for strike 3, the second time that Jacob has gotten Davis Jennings. A leadoff walk, does not even advance. A great job by Brigman. A line drive, and then a couple of called strike 3s. And the Eagles will come to bat in a scoreless tie in the bottom of the third with 8, 9, and 1 due up. And somebody taught him that curveball.
Coach Garcia.
And one good thing about Jacob, not only does he have good movement, but he has a big difference between fastball and breaking ball, something to keep the hitters off balance, something every pitcher needs to learn to do.
Since he went fully from the stretch and eliminated the windup, his secondary stuff has gotten a lot better. He's put in a lot of hard work, too, with that stuff in the offseason.
Well, he had a pretty decent freshman year, but this year he's already won 4 NCCAA Pitcher of the Week honors, and if he keeps pitching like this tonight, there could be a 5th one coming.
That would be great. God is good, for sure.
And let's hope that happens. I was thinking he might pitch tomorrow, and I thought you were playing a night game tonight, but I'm glad it worked out that you were able to watch him tonight. And when are you guys heading back down south?
We'll head back tomorrow morning, so we'll be listening to your call of tomorrow's doubleheader on our drive home for sure.
Well, we wish you luck the rest of the season. Couldn't do that Tuesday against Trinity Christian, but
understandably so.
I was really hoping you'd beat University. They're one of our big rivals. Bishop Snyder in the last couple of years, have they put some winning on the board. Yeah. They went from an easy team to beat to one of the best in the state in just a couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dominic Gattinella will lead off for TBC. Bottom of the second, no score. Gattinella facing Ashton Sapp. Only base runner reached on an error in the first. The curveball misses inside. Gattinella's hitting 200. He's driven in 12. He does have a triple and a couple of doubles. Usually hits the ball pretty hard. This bouncer goes right at short. A low throw, but dug out by McCarron, and there's one away. Ashton Sapp, he's getting some early contact, keeping his pitch count down low. Brings up Jacob Burke, who made that diving catch out in center field in the top half of the third inning. And Burke at 212. He has driven in 5. He has scored 14. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. When your number 9 hitter, the low batting average, but a good number of runs scored, that means he's finding a way to get on base. He'll beat out ground balls, fielder's choices, avoid double plays. So Jacob Burke, he's one of those, the numbers may not look like it, but he's always doing something to help his team.
Almost like a second leadoff down in that 9 spot.
And just that hustle, it may go against the batting average, but to avoid the double play, he usually ends up coming around. Top of the order, is able to drive him in. He's down in the count, 0-2. Burke usually makes some contact. Sapp from the windup delivers, 2-strike pitch, and a breaking ball misses the outside corner. And I already did it, but once a game I have to do the old Bob Uecker just a bit outside, and man, what a big loss.
Yeah, for sure.
So you think, no more Bob Uecker, no more Vin Scully.
Yep.
Oh, man. the number
Legends.
one Scully 1, Euchre 2 ever.
Yep.
I like to think I'm number 3. I'm not quite there yet. Ball and 2 strikes to Jacob Burke. Widens his stance to get a little bit more balance. Sapp peers over the mitt. And the windup and the pitch is inside, and Burke has to spin out of the way of that one. You don't want that pitch to hit you. That was a fastball there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a curveball is popped up and out of play. Coach, you were talking about some different level colleges that your players are getting looked at here. Now, not everyone's going to get the Division I. I've said this many times. The lower level programs, they're very competitive,
Yes, they are.
and many players end up moving up before they graduate college. Some end up playing Division II and Division I. So tell your players, don't look down on offers from lower level schools, because you're not always going to get what you want.
Nope.
In fact, only about 7% of all high school athletes in any sport end up playing any level in college. That one is fouled off. So you get that opportunity, and many of these schools didn't exist when you or I were in high school.
No, not at all.
I would have loved a chance to play in this league. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases are empty. Jacob Burke, TBC's number 9 hitter, facing Ashton Sapp, and the pitch is drilled into right center field, but Compton is going to track that one down, and that's a man we've seen play on this field quite a bit. You got to hit it a long way to get it over his head, because he will chase it down. And that's a very powerful man out there at the plate, too. Seth Reeves started the ball game with a ground ball to short. That's Charlie Compton. See that JV field out there?
Yep.
Charlie Compton hit the pitcher's mound of that one a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
Seth Reeves, nothing out of 1. Came in hitting .340. Takes the first pitch low. One ball, no strikes. And Sapp delivers. Tried to push that one a little bit. And that one broke down way too soon for ball 2. Well, Coach, we're glad you put Jacob here at TBC. He's been a very valuable asset to the team, and I'm sure the TBC community as well.
Yeah, he loves it up here in Jacksonville.
3 balls, no strikes to Seth Reeves. Pitch on the way, and that one is outside. Reeves wasn't sure himself, and the umpire said, yes, that is ball 4. So the Eagles have their second base runner. First walk issued by Sapp, and it brings up Ryan Unks, who grounded to second his first time up. Ryan's a 5th-year senior here at TBC, and man, can he swing a bat.
Yes, he can.
From right here in Jacksonville, Mandarin High School. Reeves runs pretty well, doesn't steal a lot of bases, and a good backhanded play by Ryan McCarron to step on the bag. And that ends the inning, a 2-out walk. Nothing else for the Eagles. After 3, no score. We'll be back on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. After 3, we have no score. It is a single 9-inning ball game here tonight, a pair of 7s tomorrow. Thank you to Coach Chris Brigman for giving us a little bit of his time. He's now going back down to be dad, and cheer on his son Jacob, who's on the mound and having another good start. So far, just 1 walk. And now he will face Charlie Compton in the top of the 4th. And Brigman's first pitch, fastball, is in there for a strike. Neither team has a base hit yet. Each team has drawn 1 walk. TBC has also had a man reach on an error. Both pitchers have been very good through 3. 1 strike pitch from Brigman. A breaking ball misses the outside corner. Counts now even up at 1-1. Of course, you can see our live stats. You go to our schedule page on TBCEagles.com. Scroll down to this game, hit the live stats link. The 1-1 from Brigman, a curveball, hit hard into center field, and that's the first hit of the game for either team, and Charlie Compton is aboard. Well, the way Compton swings the bat, he'll take a single, but it does start the inning. Compton came in hitting .440. He is now 1 for 2, so at the moment that's up a little bit. And it brings up Connor Merritt, the left fielder. Grounded out to second his first time up. Compton on the base pass, 5 for 7 in steal attempts. The bunt is down. LaChapelle has to try to take it himself. Reeves didn't get there in time, and that's a base hit. An infield single on the bunt, and the first 2 men are aboard. Excellent bunt by Merritt with Brigman, the left-hander, falling off toward the third base side. LaChapelle fielded it cleanly, but nobody covering. First hint of trouble for either pitcher. Ryan McCarron at the plate for Toccoa Falls. First pitch, fastball, bunt shown and pulled back, and the pitch is down low. Time called, lot out to the mound. Ryan McCarron has driven in 30, and he has a man at second and another man at first with nobody out. Time called. Coach Broden wants to head out to the mound, have a conference with his infield. Compton, a solid ground ball single, and then the bunt single by Connor Merritt. And Ryan McCarron has 1 ball and no strike at the plate, ready to take his hacks. Toccoa Falls averages 7.06 runs per game, and they allow 8.17 with an ERA of 9.65. And that may sound strange. How does an ERA get higher than total runs allowed per game? Well, remember, in this league, most of the games are 7 innings because they're double headers, but ERA is based on 9 innings. Trinity Baptist scores 6.72 runs per game, allows 7.04 with an ERA of 6.44. So both teams score runs, and now Toccoa is trying to score first here on this Friday night. Brigman with the pitch, and McCarron gets a good rip, but fisted it foul. Fastball had some movement, tailing in toward the left-handed hitter. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind is picked up and is now starting to blow out towards right center. So the direction has shifted, and a powerful left-handed hitter is at the plate. 2 on, nobody out. McCarron surprisingly showing bunt again, and he takes this one outside for ball 2. This is the cleanup hitter. Coach Taylor, though, may be looking to try to get a couple of men into scoring position, or could just be giving McCarron a chance to see more pitches. Counts 2-1. Infield is at double play depth except for LaChapelle, who's in tight. McCarron shows bunt again, drops this one down. McGann will field. The throw to first is in time. So McCarron, the number 4 hitter, puts down the sacrifice bunt, moves Charlie Compton to third and Connor Merritt to second. It's 5-4 on the putout. One out with a pair of men in scoring position. And Nick Eckert at the plate. Hit a line drive to third his first time up. And TBC will play the infield in to try to keep that run from scoring. Really, you don't want the pitcher to try for a strikeout, but this is a spot where it'd be very, very welcome. Just the one out. Ground ball at third. The throw will come to the plate. It gets away. A run scores. Here's another man on his way to third. That will be an error on the shortstop, allowing Compton to score. Merritt advances to third after the play, and a fielder's choice credited to Nick Eckert. Rowe had the runner beaten, would have had the out at the plate. For the moment, the run will be unearned pending on what happens next. That leadoff single comes in to score. Brings up Will Miller, grounded out to short his first time up. Runners are at the corners with one out. Middle infielders are playing back to try to turn two. Corner infielders in tight. Of course, LaChapelle holding the runner at first. Now Seth Reeves charges in case of a bunt. And a fastball taken for a strike. Trying to play the bunt, but that does open up a lot of angle for the left-handed hitter. Now let's see what Miller has in mind. Reeves now back, this time not bunting, and a pop-up right behind the dirt. Reeves will make the catch. Runner's going to tag. He's going to bluff, try to draw a throw. Lott does the wise thing, hold on to the ball. There are two outs. Well, Merritt recognized that Reeves was backpedaling, made the catch, got a good jump, but then Reeves with a very good throw to the plate. So there are two outs. And it brings up Aiden Dumas. Walked his first time up. Chance to drive in a run, and Brigman a chance to get out of the inning with just the one run scoring. So there are two outs, runners at the corners, and the first pitch fastball for a strike. A late start by Eckert, but he'll take second base. So now there are two men in scoring position. No balls and a strike. And a pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That's strike two. And here's where Brigman usually bears down, gets himself into trouble, and able to get out of it more times than not. No balls, two strikes, two outs, one run is in. And a two-strike pitch. Fastball misses inside and actually nicks the batter. And so the bases will be loaded. Dumas now aboard at first. Peyton Powell at the plate. The runner at third is Connor Merritt. He got a bunt single. Nick Eckert is at second. He reached on a fielder's choice that brought home a run. Powell hit the line drive that was caught on the dive in center field by Jacob Burke, his first time up. Big opportunity for Toccoa Falls. There are two outs. Brigman's pitch is a curveball that misses low and inside. There was no RBI credited to Eckert on that missed play at the plate, just in case you're wondering. One ball, no strikes. And a pitch, fastball, misses inside. There's nowhere to put the batter. Brigman is asking for a check to the base umpire to see if that bat went a little too far. Umpire says no. Two balls, no strikes. And Brigman takes a long look in. Force out anywhere, and the 2-0. Fastball in there for a strike, and a pretty good take by Peyton Powell. The Toccoa right fielder has driven in 19 runs this season. Looking to make it 20-21. Here's a 2-1. Curveball misses. That's ball 3. One more will bring home another run. And now Brigman must put one in the zone. That means Powell is looking for something to drive. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Fastball pulled hard and foul. And that is why there's a screen in front of the dugout. And a few Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles are now praising God for small favors. That ball was blistered. Count is full. The runners will now get a head start. There are 2 out. Brigman from the stretch. There go the runners. Fastball, ground ball towards first. LaChapelle, but no, it's called foul off the batter's foot. So everybody will return. Well, Brigman and LaChapelle did the right thing, making the play and letting the umpires make the call. So everybody will return back to his base, and Powell will grab his bat. Another 3-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Runners will be going. LaChapelle off the bag at first. Brigman will stop and take a look at second just in case somebody wandered a little too far, but there's no play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch by Jacob Brigman. Fastball, another one pulled foul. This one not quite as hard, but still a lot of life to it. And, man, for you to pull one at your own team's dugout on the left side like that, you really have to get around on it. So let's see if Brigman throws an off-speed pitch and tries to get him out in front. Another 3-2. Runners will be going. There they go. High fly ball, left field. Gavin Williams has room. Camps under it and retires the side. An unearned run, but Toccoa Falls leaves the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Toccoa. Toccoa Falls had a whole lot of traffic on the bases in the 4th, got 1 unearned run, and Brigman was able to get out of the inning with a fly ball, well hit, but it stayed in the yard, and Gavin Williams made the catch to retire the side, and Williams will start the bottom of the 4th for TBC. Williams, Lott, and LaChapelle facing Ashton Sapp, who's been very good himself, just 1 walk through 3 innings pitched, and he has struck out 1. Williams reached on an error his first time up and did not advance. And Drew Billings will be the first base coach for TBC. The Eagles closer has, I think, 7 saves this season, if I remember correctly. Now Sapp ready to face Gavin Williams. And the first pitch is a breaking ball and got on top of that one, and it bounced in front of the plate. The wind was blowing in from right center, but it's kind of swirling and changing directions now at about 13 to 15 miles per hour. Williams has 3 home runs. 1 ball, no strikes, and a fastball inside. And it counts 2-0 for Gavin Williams. Larson Lott, Tyson LaChapelle, followed by Naguris and McGann, should the inning go that far. So far, the Eagles have had just 2 base runners, 1 in the first and 1 in the third. That's ball 3. And Sapp falling behind Gavin Williams. Leadoff man reached for Toccoa in the top of the 4th and scored the run. And Williams taking all the way, trying to buy ball 4, but the umpire didn't go for it. 3 balls and a strike to Williams, Eagles' number 3 hitter. Sun's starting to creep down a little bit. Ball 4 is inside, and that leadoff hitter is aboard. Walk number 2 issued by Ashton Sapp, and it brings up Larson Lott, who grounded to short his first time up. Time called. Coach Page out to the mound for Toccoa. Sapp fell behind, got the strike, and then threw ball 4. So Lott will go back and get a little instruction from Coach Broden. Conference did not last long, and Sapp will now work from the stretch. Gavin Williams drew a walk to start the inning. Now Larson Lott, a few warm-up swings, and now steps into the box, and we are ready to resume. Williams a pretty good lead off first. 2 for 5 and steal attempts, and that one nearly got away, but Ryan McCarron made a terrific grab. Williams did it right, made sure he stayed on the bag, got up and looked for the ball and listened to his coach. Many first basemen will try to deke that runner and thinking he's chasing the ball down. Williams a pretty good lead. There he goes. First pitch is inside to throw down to second, not in time. Gavin Williams has stolen his 3rd base of the season, and Eagles have the leadoff man in scoring position with nobody out. RBI opportunity for Larson Lott. He has driven in 11, came in hitting .389. Corner outfielders are giving Lott the lines. Sapp checks that runner at second and delivers. And Lott takes that one. Now, actually, the base umpire had called pitch violation, so it's a ball either way, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. An RBI opportunity. This is the first Eagle that has reached second base tonight. Williams walked, stole second. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th. And this one misses down low, and Lott ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Look for him to be taking. Coach Drew Billings giving some direction to Gavin Williams off second base. Wind is blowing in. The 3-0 taken all the way for strike 1. Lott ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Eagles shouting encouragement from the dugout. Tying run at second base, nobody out. Sapp checks that runner and delivers. And a curveball is a beauty. Lott thought it might have missed inside, but it's 3-2. That ball had a lot of bite to it. Now, Lott spreads out the stance to try to get some balance and shrink the strike zone a little bit. There's a left-hander for Toccoa starting to loosen up in the bullpen. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Lott thought it was ball 4, started toward first. Umpire says strike 3, and that's the second strikeout for Ashton Sapp and 1 away. Brings up Tyson LaChapelle. And now there's another man starting to walk toward the second bullpen mound. Williams, modest lead off second. LaChapelle swings and rips one foul straight back. Now a right-hander has started to throw for Toccoa Falls. No balls and a strike. Sapp from the stretch delivers. LaChapelle started to flinch but held up in time. Hunter Tatum warming up for Toccoa Falls. And he's the left-hander. The right-hander has sat down. One out. Count of 1-1. Count of 2-1. That one high and tight. Two balls and a strike. I wouldn't say Sapp is in any trouble here, but he does have a runner at second with one out and time called. Two balls and a strike. The count on Tyson LaChapelle trying to tie the ball game. Long look in by Sapp. And the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. That will advance Williams to third, but the second out of the inning recorded by Ryan McCarron. Nate Naguris grounded out to first his first time up, and he'll try to drive in Gavin Williams. The leadoff walk, a steal, a called strike three, and a ground ball to first. So Williams at third, but now two out. Take a base hit to bring in the run. Of course, the ball gets by the catcher. Williams could score. And the first pitch from Sapp. There's a little roller. Sapp will come off the mound, throw to first, and get Naguris. The leadoff walk gets to third but does not score. Nice job by Ashton Sapp to strand the runner. And after four, we're 1-0 in favor of Toccoa Falls. Top of the fifth, 1-0 Toccoa Falls. Jacob Brigman, the one unearned run on only 2 hits with a walk and a strikeout through 4 innings. He will face 9-1-2. Isaac Ravitas, Davis Jennings, and Charlie Compton. Eagles had an opportunity to tie the game but came up empty in the bottom of the fourth. The lone run so far scored at the top of the fourth for Toccoa Falls. Brigman's first pitch to Ravitas is hit well into left field, and Williams, that ball seemed to carry, but he made the catch one step shy of the warning track. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's one thing Brigman would like to have, the lower pitch count, as he threw a lot in the 4th inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That was pitch number 64 for Jacob Brigman. Davis Jennings has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Bases are empty. Top of the fifth, and Brigman's first pitch fastball is in there for strike one. Lights really don't have much effect just yet, but the setting sun does. Logan McGann's having to shade his eyes at third base. And a curveball gets the outer half for strike two. McGann and Naguris at short and Gavin Williams in left. They're the ones looking most directly towards that setting sun. No balls, 2 strikes. Brigman delivers, and this one is looped towards third, and McGann will make the catch for out number 2. So, a couple of quick at-bats for Brigman to start the top of the fifth, and now he'll face Charlie Compton, who singled and scored the lone run. That base hit led off the 4th inning. 2 outs, bases empty, and that's the way you want to face Charlie Compton. Wind is blowing in. Compton can cut through that wind. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses inside. 315 down the lines, 355 in the alleys, and 385 to straightaway center field. 1 ball, no strikes. And Brigman's pitch, fastball misses upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. The Eagles will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the 5th. That would be McGann, Gattinella, and Burke. Brigman from the stretch. And the pitch, a breaking ball, misses low. That's ball 3. And Brigman looking like he doesn't want to give in to Compton. He is Toccoa's biggest run producer, 6 home runs and 40 runs driven in this season. This is game number 30 for Toccoa. Curveball, and in there for a strike. Not the pitch Compton wanted, so he gladly let it go. The throwing has stopped in Toccoa's bullpen, but there are some men standing. Brigman with the 3-1, another breaking ball, ball 4. So Compton draws a 2-out walk. Connor Merritt at the plate. He put down that bunt single in the 4th that eventually helped Toccoa score the run. Brigman wants to get him because Ryan McCarron's on deck. But McCarron put down a sacrifice bunt in the inning. Bunt being shown, the pitch is a strike. And Merritt scooting up to the front of the box. That will help make sure the ball has a better chance of staying fair. So he knows what he's doing with the bat. Brigman got the first pitch strike. Now he'll throw over to first. That may have been to see if Merritt would give away anything. But Merritt did not. He held his bat perfectly still. 1 strike. Compton with the lead, not showing bunt this time, and Merritt takes this one upstairs for ball 1. A ball and a strike. 2 outs with Compton at first. He drew a 2-out walk. LaChapelle holding him close. Compton a big lead and a foul ball to the right side. Charlie Compton is 5 for 7 in stolen base attempts. So far, the only stolen base for TBC, Gavin Williams. Eckert did steal a base for Toccoa in the 4th. Brigman delivers and got underneath one and pushed it up high. Counts now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs with that runner at first. And Brigman takes a long look in. Compton hasn't shown any signs of wanting to go. Brigman with the curveball misses outside, and now Compton will be off on the pitch. Now let's see if Jacob Brigman wants to try to throw to first and get Compton leaning the wrong way. He's gotten some pickoffs doing just that this season. LaChapelle will play off the bag. There goes the runner. High pop-up, and out of play to the left side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Compton will return to first. And once again, he will take off on Brigman's move to the plate. So Brigman will take another look in towards the catcher. And there goes Compton. And he got him swinging. Brigman, after a few off-speed pitches, gets the fastball by Connor Merritt to retire the side. A 2-out walk, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Eagles come to bat trailing 1-0. Bottom of the 5th, TBC will have 7, 8, and 9 due up. Logan McGann, Dominic Gattinella, and Jacob Burke. Facing Ashton Sapp. 4 innings, no hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. Temperatures still in the 70s. It's a beautiful Friday night here on Jacksonville's west side. First pitch by McGann. Fly ball towards right, and on the run, making the catch is Peyton Powell. That ball just kept slicing away from him and looked like it had a chance to drop, but Powell's able to track it down and make the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the bottom of the 5th for Ashton Sapp. Dominic Gattinella at the plate. Nothing out of 1. Ground ball to short his first time. And Sapp misses inside. Sapp 3-3 on the season. Looking for win number 4. Jacob Brigman is 5-3. Both have pitched exceptionally well. High fly ball, well hit towards center, but Compton's going to get a beat on it and make the catch. Gattinella hit the ball hard, but Compton was playing him almost perfectly, just a few steps back to make the play. And with 2 quick outs, Jacob Burke is at the plate. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Burke can keep it alive. Top of the order would bat next. Sapp with the pitch and a curveball for a strike. Sapp must finish this inning to qualify for the win, but that's only the 4th pitch he has thrown. Now there's a right-hander in the bullpen for Toccoa. Not doing any serious tossing. There's a chopper foul down to third baseline. That didn't last long, the throwing in the bullpen. Balls, 2 strikes. And only 5 pitches so far in the inning for Ashton Sapp. Chance to get out of it with 6 pitches. Nope. He'll go at least 7 as that one misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases are empty. Eagles trail 1-0 in the 5th. And the 1-2, fastball. Honestly, I was about to say strike 3, but it must have been inside. That one looked good from up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Sapp delivers. Curveball, hit hard, but right at the shortstop. And Will Miller makes the catch. A line drive right at Miller to retire the side. Eagles go down in order. Sapp has not allowed a hit through 5. He and his team lead 1-0. Top of the sixth, 1-0 Toccoa, and the middle third of the batting order is up. Ryan McCarron, Nick Eckert, and Will Miller. Jacob Brigman has allowed just the one unearned run on 2 hits. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. McCarron 0 for 1, put down a sac bunt his last time up. Takes the first pitch a little bit outside. McCarron surprised me, the cleanup hitter with a lot of power, put down the bunt, but that bunt led to the run. 1 ball, no strikes. Brigman's pitch called a strike at the knees. McCarron didn't look too happy about the call, but it's 1-1. Brigman got into and out of trouble in the 4th, had a much easier 5th inning. Now 1-1 to the first man in the 6th, and this one bounces off the plate. 2 balls and a strike to Ryan McCarron. McCarron, a junior from Ball Ground, Georgia, 6'3". Ahead in the count, 2-1, and Brigman from the stretch delivers, and a big rip and a foul back. McCarron pulled his head on that swing, or he may have squared that one up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Eckert on deck, Will Miller in the hole. Brigman with the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled off. Now it remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Brigman waiting for McCarron, who's now in the box. Counts 2-2. No wind blowing at the moment. 2-2 fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner. McCarron again did not like the call. Here's that he thought it was inside, but strikeout number 3 for Jacob Brigman. Big first out of the inning, and it brings up third baseman Nick Eckert. And Eckert on the night so far, nothing out of 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and stole second his last time up. Lined out his first time. Brigman's first pitch, fastball, misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch misses down low for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. My mistake, Brigman has struck out 5. I forgot to mark a couple of them down. But ball 3, and he's in danger of issuing his 3rd walk. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases are empty. We're in the top of the 6th. And Toccoa leads 1-0. Bunt shown, but ball 4. That is walk number 3 allowed by Brigman. And it will bring up Will Miller, the shortstop. He has grounded to short and popped up to second. And the wind still blowing very little now. It's been pretty sharp most of the game. A moment ago wasn't blowing at all. Now starting to pick up just a bit. Eckert at first, one man out. Eckert 2 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Brigman's first pitch is called strike 1. McGann charging in for the bunt from third. Toccoa trying to extend a 1-0 lead. Brigman working quickly and gets a swinging strike 2. And Miller pulled his head out of there. He's down in the count, 0-2. Eckert leading off first. 2-strike pitch misses low. Eckert not taking an excessive lead off first. Pretty modest, but not too short. And that time he was heading back towards first as the pitch is fouled off and out of play. So on that last pitch, Brigman had Eckert kind of shuffling back towards first as Brigman went to the plate. Eckert a modest lead. Let's see what he does when Brigman comes set. Gets another step. And strike 3 called. So 2 strikeouts with a walk sandwiched in between. And strikeout number 6 for Jacob Brigman. Sophomore from Florida Christian School. In case you missed it, his father, Chris, is the coach of the Florida Christian Patriots. Brought his team up here to play 3 in Jacksonville, one of them on this field Tuesday night. And Coach Brigman was able to join us for a couple of innings earlier on and talk about Jacob and the Florida Christian Patriots. And now umpires and Coach Broden are going to have a talk. There's a runner at first. There are 2 outs. We'll pause here, and we'll be right back. And we are ready to resume. Aiden Dumas, the hitter. No official at-bat. He has walked, and he's been hit by a pitch. Eckert is on the move. The throw to the plate is a strike, and they'll just let Eckert take second base. That is his second steal of the night. So 2 for 4 coming in. Now 4 for 6 on the season is Nick Eckert. Brigman a little slow to the plate on that first pitch, but he does have 2 outs and gets a beautiful pitch in for strike 2 on the bender. Getting a lot of encouragement from the Eagles in the dugout. 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second, a base hit could score him. Runner's going to third, and the fastball's upstairs, and there will be no throw. Nick Eckert has picked up Jacob Brigman very well and has now stolen his 3rd base of the night. Count is 1-2. A base hit will certainly score the run now, and they're letting Eckert get halfway down the line, and this one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eckert walked with 1 out and has stolen 2 bases to put himself at third. There are now 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Aiden Dumas. And Brigman delivers. A curveball is grounded towards short. Naguris scoops, throw to first, side retired. The walk and the 2 steals left at third base. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Toccoa Falls 1, Trinity Baptist 0. Bottom of the sixth, the Eagles are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Ashton Sapp, 5 innings, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. One Eagle has reached on an error. They got a runner to third in the 4th inning, but could not bring him in. Now, Seth Reeves, Ryan Ongst, and Gavin Williams are the scheduled hitters. That's the top of the order. Ashton Sapp's first pitch, curveball, misses outside. There has been action in the Toccoa bullpen. Nobody throwing now, but somebody just started to jog down that way. And Reeves takes an off-speed breaking ball for a strike. A ball and a strike. And Sapp delivers and misses low. That was pitch number 65 for Ashton Sapp. Count is 2-1. And a fastball down the middle for strike 2. Reeves has grounded out and walked. Nothing out of 1. And a pitch. Line drive and a diving catch by Miller. Robbing Seth Reeves of a base hit. Miller ranging to his left, diving on the back of the dirt, and made a terrific play. 1 out. Ryan Ongst at the plate. A ground out to second and a ground out to first. So Miller with the diving catch. I just saw it on the monitor. What a play to keep Reeves off base. Sapp's first pitch to Ryan Ongst is a curveball for a strike. Gavin Williams on deck, Larson Lott to follow. 1 out, base is empty, and this one misses inside. The Eagles have had a couple of hard-hit balls caught. Sapp has made a good play himself, charging off the mound over toward the first baseline to throw out Nate Naguris. That one misses upstairs. That's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And Sapp from the windup. And a pitch. Slider misses outside. That's ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Ongst ahead in the count. Now looking for one to his own liking. Sapp winds and delivers. And tried to break one off, but missed outside, and Rhino is aboard. So Ongst draws the walk, and it brings up Gavin Williams. And time called. We'll have a conference on the mound. There's 1 out with the runner at first. Gavin Williams waiting to take his hacks. The only run of the game scored in the 4th inning. Charlie Compton singled to start the frame, and he scored on a fielder's choice off the bat of Nick Eckert. Eagles had him at the plate, but the ball got away. And Ashton Sapp now ready to pitch to Gavin Williams. For Ryan Ongst, his 16th walk of the season, he came in with an on-base percentage of .524. In that regard, now 1 for 3. Gavin Williams has reached on an error, walked, and stolen a base. Williams trying to at least advance Ongst into scoring position. But this is a big run producer for TBC. First pitch is into dirt. Williams came in at .346, 3 homers, 21 runs batted in, 11 doubles. Ongst runs pretty well. 1 inning gap. He'll have an opportunity. 1 ball, no strikes, and a really good block by the catcher. Ravitas with the backhand. Keeping Rhino at first. Ongst with a decent lead off first. Not excessive, but not too modest either. 2 balls, no strikes to Gavin Williams. Onk's not going. And a curveball for a strike. Onks has tried only one steal attempt, and he was not successful. A couple of Toccoa Falls men now starting to soft toss in the bullpen. 2 balls and a strike to Williams, and a breaking ball misses up high. Looks like the Eagles are now going to try to be patient and get that pitch count up. That was number 76 from Sapp. Sapp has 1 complete game this season. This is a 9-inning game, and a throw over to first. Onks again, a decent lead, but not excessive, and he's back in plenty of time. In the 7th, 8-9-1 due up for Toccoa Falls. Williams digs in, ahead 3-1, the pitch. Big rip, and he fouled it off, and he looks like he wants that one again. That was a pitch to hit, and he just missed barreling it up. With 1 out, we'll see if Onks has anything in mind. It's a private chat from first base coach Drew Billings. And Onks with his hands on his knees, and he'll go back to first. Billings might have some coaching in his future. He's been the first base coach a number of times this season. Sammy Coffrin unavailable of late. 4-year TBC Eagle. 3-2. Onks not going. The pitch, high drive, well hit towards right, but Powell's going to camp under it and make the catch, and Onks will have to head back to first. Williams got under it just a bit. It looked pretty good coming off his bat, and he also hit it right into the teeth of that 13-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from right center. So it brings up Larson Lott, who was called out on strikes his last time up. Nothing out of 2. Eagles are looking for their first base hit. They've drawn 3 walks and had a man reach on an error. So 5 2/3 hitless from Sapp. And his first pitch to Lott bounces, and another nice block by Revitas. Tough to get the ball past this young man. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs with Ryan Ongstadt first. Gets a little bit bigger lead. Sapp from the stretch and a throw over to first. Almost got away, but McCarron's made some really good picks. Looks like a right-handed sidearm reliever now starting to throw a little more seriously for Toccoa. The 1-0. And that one hits the batter, so Lott will trot on down to first. So the Eagles have 2 men on, but 2 men out, and Tyson LaChapelle will be the next hitter. Lott, the catcher, he'll come out for courtesy runner Graham Gorman. So with 2 outs, Gorman takes over at first. Ryan Ongst is at second, and LaChapelle gets ready to swing the bat. If I'm seeing it correctly, Sid Phillips is the right-hander warming up, and a lefty just started throwing as well. 2 on, 2 out. Sapp from the stretch, and the first pitch fastball bounces right into the chest protector of Isaac Revitas. That is the same left-hander we saw earlier in the evening warming up, Hunter Tatum from Clarksville, Georgia. Chance to tie up the ball game, but there are 2 out. Check of the runners. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball, swing, and a miss. Took a little something off it, changed speeds, and LaChapelle went right through it. So the count's a ball and a strike. Ongstadt second. Graham Gorman running for Lott at first. The 1-1. And a curveball for strike 2. And now Sapp, one pitch away from stranding two. Outfield is straight away. Haven't had a chance to see their arms. Here comes a 1-2 from Sapp. LaChapelle started to flinch but held up in time, and the ball dipped away to even the count at 2-2. Lights are now really starting to take effect. Still a little bit of twilight left. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sapp checks the runner, not being held. Now man comes in, the ball gets away. Onks, though, holds up, didn't recognize it in time, and not taking any chances. Did the wise thing. Dumas wasn't there at first, but then he tried to sneak in behind Onks. The ball got away from him, but really not that far. Well, it's 2-2. Sapp wants to get it done now, not miss with ball 3, because that would give both runners a head start. McCarron playing back at first base, not too worried about Gorman. Dumas holding Onks close at second. Here's a 2-2. There's a chopper towards short. Takes a high hop on Miller. He'll go to first in time. Miller had to wait for the hop and then fired a laser beam across the diamond to just get LaChapelle by about half a step. Eagles get 2 on, no hits, and leave 2. After 6, it is still 1-0 Toccoa Falls. It's the top of the 7th. Toccoa Falls leads 1-0 and will send Powell, Revitas, and Jennings to the plate. Jacob Brigman just the 1 unearned run on 2 hits. He has walked 3 and struck out 6. Ashton Sapp doing a terrific job for Toccoa Falls. 6 scoreless, hitless innings. First swing by Powell way in front of the curveball for strike 1. Eagles had an opportunity. I thought for a moment that chopper by LaChapelle might get over Miller's head, but he made a terrific throw. As the fastball misses upstairs to even things up at 1-1. Peyton Powell, the right fielder for Toccoa Falls. 6'3" from Hartwell, Georgia, the junior. Fastball from Brigman called strike 2. It's 8-9-1. Powell, Revitas, and Jennings. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the 7th. Been a fast-paced ball game. We're playing 9 tonight, the only game. 2 7s tomorrow. Ball and 2 strikes from Brigman. Got him swinging. Powell chased one up and out of the zone. That is strikeout number 7 for Jacob Brigman. 1 out with the bases empty, and due up now Isaac Revitas, who has struck out and flied to left. In fact, his fly ball to left, Gavin Williams caught on the warning track. Breaking ball in there for a strike, got the outside corner. Brigman has been very sharp, so has Ashton Sapp. The 1-strike pitch. Another curveball, but this one is a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Brigman working pretty quickly in the 7th. Swing and a miss. That was pitch number 105. So I can only speculate that this might be the final inning for Jacob Brigman, but what a job he has done. 1-2, 1 out, bases empty, and the pitch. Fastball fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. Sapp has thrown 86 pitches himself. See if he comes out for the bottom of the 7th. High pop up and out of play over the first base dugout. LaChapelle went over to give it a look, but nothing doing. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out with the bases empty. Vitas trying to get on board for the top of the order. Jennings is on deck. 1-2 fastball fouled off. Wind has completely died down. And of course, right as I say that, wind picks back up. Watching that flagpole out in right center field. Another 1-2 from Brigman. And that one misses down low to even the count. Regardless of how this out-bat turns out, Ravitas is really battling Brigman and making him get that pitch count up even more. That was number 110. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Brigman delivers. And that one just up above the letters to fill the count. Can't get it much closer than that. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch from Brigman. High fly ball to the right side. Shallow right field. Reeves right on the edge of the grass makes the catch. 2 away. And Davis Jennings at the plate. 2 strikeouts and a pop up to third. Brigman would like to get Jennings here and save Charlie Compton for the 8th inning. 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Brigman working quickly. Another fastball, swung on and missed, and it's strike 2. And what could be Jacob Brigman's final batter of the evening. Let's see if he can get him. Breaking ball, ground ball to third. McGann will scoop, throw to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Burke in the 7th. But his offense will come to bat trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, and Trinity Baptist will send up Nate Naguris, Logan McGann, and Dominic Gattinella, but they will face a new pitcher. Sophomore from Clarksville, Georgia, left-hander Hunter Tatum. No win-loss record. Tatum 5'11", sophomore from Clarksville, Georgia. He does have one save on the season. This will be his 12th appearance. He has started one time. 19 2/3 total innings. Tatum has allowed 32 hits, 14 runs, 13 earned. He has walked 12 and struck out 20, an ERA of 5.95. Ashton Sapp, what a fantastic job. 6 hitless innings, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. The Eagles have hit the ball, but they've had some plays made on them. One of them off the bat of Nate Naguras, a little slow roller that Sapp himself made a terrific play on. And first pitch swung on, foul tipped right into the mitt. Ashton Sapp qualifies for the win should his bullpen not give up the lead. No balls and a strike to Nate Naguras. And a pitch. And Naguras chased one in the dirt and fouled it off. 0-2, a very different look. Tatum, the southpaw, peers over the mitt. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Winds and delivers, and got him on 3 pitches. That one a sinking fastball that Naguras was over the top. So Tatum comes in and fans the first man he faces, and he brings up Logan McGann, who's hit the ball very well twice to right field, and both times Powell was able to make the catch. Eagles have had some good hard-hit atom balls tonight. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the 7th. Tatum takes a long Andy Pettit-like look and calls time. Now ready, first pitch coming to Logan McGann, and time called again. Timeout called as Arvidas heads out to the mound. Usually that might mean something like not really sure which signs are going with. So a quick chat, and Arvidas back behind the dish. No pitch thrown yet to Logan McGann. He came in hitting .267. And the first pitch, breaking ball, misses outside, broke a little too late around the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one is outside for ball 2. Again, ahead in the count. 1 out, base is empty, and Tatum winds and delivers, and gets that one in there, a nice slide piece. Counts 2-1. That one's chopped towards first. McCarron will knock it down. Tatum does his job, and they got him. McGann unhappy with the call. Very close. Honestly, I couldn't tell from up here. Tatum did his job, and the flip right on target. So a 3-1 put out at first base. 2 outs, base is empty for Dominic Gattinella. Nothing out of 2 is Gattinella, a ground ball and a fly ball to center. And that one is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. McCarron bobbled it, but he had time, and again, pitcher did the job. Got over to first base. And that one is outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Dominic Gattinella. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the 8th for Toccoa Falls. Compton, Merritt, and McCarron. And a pitch to Gattinella, misses low and inside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. And pitch on the way is in there for strike 1. Sid Phillips still loosening up in the bullpen, if I'm seeing that correctly. 3-1 on the way. Curveball grounded towards third, and that's going to get away from Nick Eckert, and Gattinella is aboard. Might have to check that one again, see how to score that. That took a big hop on Eckert, who did have to range to his left. And we're still waiting to see how that one's going to get scored. Meanwhile, Jacob Burke is at the plate, runner at first with 2 outs. That went down as an error on the third baseman. So the Eagles still without a base hit. First pitch to Burke at the top of the zone. That's the second error of the night for Toccoa Falls. Two outs. Gattinella at first. Top of the order, due up next. Throw over to first and a runner back. Well, if Burke reaches, Reeves would come up with at least one man in scoring position. And Seth Reeves has been a clutch hitter. No balls and a strike to Jacob Burke. Another throw over to first, runner back in time. Gattinella is the runner. He is 8 for 12 in stolen base attempts. I pop up to the right side in foul territory. McCarron giving chase, but won't get there in time. That's strike 2 to Gattinella. So no balls, 2 strikes. Boy, credit McCarron. He was hustling and got pretty close to the ball, closer than I might have thought off the bat. No balls, 2 strikes. Gattinella will head back to first. Again, 8 for 12 in steal attempts. Hunter Tatum keeps an eye on Gattinella. Small lead and a ground ball up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Gattinella will hold up at second, the first hit of the night for Trinity Baptist. However, there are 2 outs. Seth Reeves at the plate. He was robbed of a base hit on a diving play by Miller at short, actually closer to the second base bag. That was in the 6th. He's now batting with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th. That potential tying run, Dominic Gattinella at second base. So the error opened the door. Burke singles, and now Reeves a chance to tie the game. They're giving the left-handed hitter a lot of room on the right side. 2 outs, first pitch, a chopper towards McCarron. He's going to take this one himself and end the inning. So the error and the single, but with 2 outs, they do not score. After 7, 1-0 Toccoa Falls. Sophomore from Dade City, Andrew Moeller, takes over for Jacob Brigman, who was very good. 1 unearned run on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts through 7 innings. Brigman threw over 110 pitches. So Moeller will take over. He'll get Compton, Merritt, and McCarron, hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Andrew Moeller makes his 14th appearance. He has started one time. He is 1-1 with a 7.50 ERA, 24 innings pitched. Moeller's allowed 35 hits, 29 runs, 20 of them earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 17. At times, Moeller has been absolutely untouchable, and that's what the Eagles are looking for here tonight. But Moeller has 2, 3, and 4 due up. The next series for Trinity Baptist after tomorrow's doubleheader, a 3-game series against South Region's Payne College, April 4th and 5th, 6 p.m. Friday night, 12 p.m. doubleheader on Saturday. All games remaining are here at home. Charlie Compton steps up. He scored the only run of the game. He is 1 for 2. He's also drawn a walk and a high fly ball and out of play to the left side. After that series with Payne, April 11th and 12th, Atlantis University is here. Tuesday the 15th, the Nighthawks from Thomas University will play a doubleheader. 1 strike to Compton, misses down low. And the regular season will end April 25th and 26th here at home against Millennia Atlantic University. Give you some upcoming Toccoa Falls games in just a moment. Moeller misses outside for ball 2. April 1st, Toccoa Falls is home against NAIA Columbia International, who's also an NCCAA South Region team. Most of Toccoa's next ball games are at home. They're going to host Bob Jones on April 4th and 5th. That one misses down low. That's ball 3. That'll be a 3-game series with the Bruins, April 4th, and a doubleheader on Saturday the 5th. And then the South Region's University of Fort Lauderdale on April 11th, and Carolina University, also April 11th. High pop foul out of play, fills up the count. And then Toccoa will play both Carolina and Fort Lauderdale also on April 12th. And then they'll finish the season with some road games and home games afterwards. So a lot of baseball for Toccoa Falls coming up. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Charlie Compton. Moeller in his first inning, his first batter, and a fastball is fouled off. Both pitchers are the current pitchers of record, barring a TBC comeback. It's only 1-0. Moeller takes a long look. Compton back in the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Line drive into center field. That's Jacob Burke on the run. Makes a one-handed catch. Burke, for a moment, looked like he was going to try to make a dive, but he stayed on his feet and made a terrific running catch. That ball was slicing away from him, but he hangs with it. And what a catch by Jacob Burke, keeping Compton off at least second base. Connor Merritt at the plate, 1 for 3, that bunt single in the 4th. Shows bunt on the first pitch and takes strike 1. No balls and a strike. Great play by Jacob Burke in center field. Compton hit that ball right on the button. 1 strike pitch from Moeller. High pop foul, and it is out of play. Nothing and 2. Connor Merritt at the plate. Moeller from the stretch. The 2-strike pitch, fastball grounded towards short. Naguris charges, throws to first. It's high, but LaChapelle held the bag, and they got him. Merritt comes up limping. Let's hope he's all right. And he'll have a chance to get a little bit of a break in the dugout. Nice job by LaChapelle holding the bag on the high throw. 2 outs, bases empty for Ryan McCarron. Tampa Bay defeated Colorado 3-2 this afternoon. Orioles lead the Blue Jays 1-0 in the 4th. First pitch to McCarron is a fastball outside. Pittsburgh leads the Marlins 1-0 in the 4th. Red Sox and Rangers just getting underway. 1 ball, no strikes. Moeller takes a very long look now from the stretch, ready to deliver, and misses low and outside. TBC will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Ongst, Gavin Williams, and Larson Lott. 2 balls, no strikes, and a fastball's upstairs. Nick Eckert would be next if McCarron is able to reach. Toccoa looking to even up season record at 14-15 and South Region record at 2-2. And McCarron taking that one all the way for a strike. TBC is 14-11 and 5-1 in South Region play. One of those games against Southeastern Baptist in the D2 Invitational. At TBC won 3-2. Ball 4 to Ryan McCarron. So a 2-out walk brings up Nick Eckert, who has stolen 3 bases tonight. He has lined out, reached on a fielder's choice, and walked. 2 outs with the runner at first. Moeller working quickly and gets the first pitch inside for ball 1. Again, playing off the line at third. Naguris shading the hitter up the middle. That's the left side of the infield. 1 ball, no strikes, and a high fly ball towards right center. Gattinella makes the catch. 2-out walk, but nothing else for Toccoa. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Eagles coming to bat, trailing 1-0. The Toccoa Falls bullpen has 2 saves on the season. Hunter Tatum on the mound. He has 1 of those. Joshua Ramey has the other one. Tatum will start his 2nd inning of work. 1 hit in the 7th, but no runs. He will face Ryan Ongst, Gavin Williams, and Larson Lott, the scheduled 3 for TBC. Ongst in the batter's box, and Tatum's first pitch curveball misses outside. Ongst, nothing out of 2. Last time up, drew a walk, got to second base. 1 ball, no strikes to Ongst. And a curveball is a little high, and that's ball 2. Ongst, a patient hitter. He will take the walk if given that opportunity. 2 balls, no strikes, and that's ball 3. Ongst came in with an on-base percentage of .524. Down a little bit, 1 for 3 in that regard. But that tells you that he will take a walk. He's up 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see what he has in mind here. And he'll take a breaking ball for a strike. Ongst drew his 16th walk of the season his last time up. Count Counts 3-1. Hunter Tatum delivers, and this one is cued off the end of the bat toward the Eagles dugout for strike 2. 77 degrees when we started. It's now in darkness. We're still in the low 70s. Very pleasant out here at Trinity Ball Yard. Payoff pitch. Line drive into center, but it is right at Compton. Ongs hit that ball hard. The Eagles have done that a lot tonight. Hit some hard hit ground balls and line drives right at Toccoa fielders. 1 out for Gavin Williams. He has reached on an error, walked, stolen a base, and flied to right. Timeout called. Coach Josh Taylor out to the mound. That's going to be it for Hunter Tatum, who did a really nice job. An inning and a third, 1 hit, and a strikeout. So we'll pause here. We'll tell you about the new Screaming Eagle taking the mound when we come back on TBC Eagles. The new pitcher for Toccoa Falls, number 18, Joshua Ramey, a junior from Ball Ground, Georgia, may be asked to get a 5-out save. He will inherit Gavin Williams. The bases are empty, 1 out. Eagles trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. On the season for Josh Ramey, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save. He has pitched a total of 17 1/3 innings in 9 appearances. This is now his 10th. He has started 4 times, ERA of 8.31. 15 hits, 16 earned runs, 12 walks, and 17 strikeouts. Here's his first pitch to Gavin Williams. From the side, a fastball for a strike, and a good hard fastball to start the AB. Gavin Williams trying to get on base, representing the tying run. And this one misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ashton Sapp stands to win it unless the Eagles tie it up. Hunter Tatum gets a hold. And this one is on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Williams. In the 9th for Toccoa, Miller, Dumas, and Powell. A ball and 2 strikes. Ramey delivers. Big swing and a foul back from Williams. Same 2 teams tomorrow afternoon. The doubleheader starts at 12 o'clock, and we'll have it here on TBC Eagles. A ball and 2 strikes. Ramey wants a new sign. And Williams fouls off another one to stay alive. Should be in the 70s throughout tomorrow afternoon. There's a rain chance forecast, 20%, at least on what I'm looking at. A 1-2 to Williams from the side, and a fastball misses inside. Larson Lott, the next hitter, followed by La Chapelle. Eagles have just 1 hit. Toccoa has 2. Williams fouls off another one. So 3 hits total in the game. There's been a lot of good pitching and good defense. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gavin Williams. And Josh Ramey takes a long look in. And now ready for the 2-2. Got him swinging. That is out number 2. So Ramey fans the first man he faces. 2 outs, bases empty. And the batter is Larson Lott. And Lott hit by a pitch his last time up, nothing out of 2. Ramey from the stretch. There's a one-hopper into right field, a base hit. For a moment, Powell came up ready to throw to first, but Lott hustling, taking nothing for granted. That's hit number 2 for Trinity Baptist. Brings up Tyson LaChapelle, and Graham Gorman will come out to run for the catcher once again. LaChapelle followed by Naguris, and McGann should the inning continue. The runner at first, Graham Gorman, the courtesy runner for Larson Lott, who just singled his way aboard. There are 2 outs. Josh Ramey from the stretch misses upstairs. Didn't look like he was all that worried about the runner at first. He knows he has 2 out. Concentrate on the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield playing shallow. And a throw to first, and Gorman back in time. One ball, no strikes. Long look by Ramey, now ready, and the pitch. And it's a strike on the inner half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gorman, pretty good speed. A gapper or one down the line might have a chance to bring him around. Strike 2, a terrific fastball on the inside corner. Must be tough on the right-handed hitter seeing this sidewinder, and he throws hard. LaChapelle down in the count, 1-2. Gorman a decent lead off first. He's going. Pitch is outside. The throw is high. A stolen base for Graham Gorman. Tying run in scoring position with a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tyson LaChapelle. A base hit into the outfield could tie the score. Gorman with 2 outs does not have to see if the ball will be caught. He'll be going on contact. Here's a 2-2. And contact made, but fouled off over the dugout. Nate Naguris, the on-deck hitter. Ramey trying to make sure Naguris has to bat in the 9th inning. Counts 2-2. Miller, Dumas, and Powell due up in the 9th for Toccoa. Ball got away, but not far enough. That is ball 3. Behind the plate, Isaac Ravitas has been terrific. Nothing has gotten by him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First base is open. Ramey again, not worried about that runner. Quick look, ball 4. I'm sure Ramey doesn't really mind that so much because now it sets up a force out at any base. Nate Naguris, the hitter. Naguris has grounded out twice and struck out. Coach Broden's going to call time and talk to his hitter and his base runners. The inning started with a line drive. Ryan Ongst hit it right at Charlie Compton. Then the pitching change. Ramey came in, got a strikeout, gave up the single, stolen base, and a walk. and now faces Nate Naguris with 2 men aboard and 2 men out. That man at second, that's Graham Gorman. He represents the potential tying run. It's 1-0 as the Eagles bat in the bottom of the 8th. They do have 2 outs. Naguris in the box. Josh Ramey towing the rubber, working from the third base side. And the first pitch swung on and fouled off over the dugout. Ramey not caring one bit about those base runners. He knows his job is to get Naguris out. McCarron playing in front of the runner at first. Dumas close to second, but not excessive. And this one misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nate Naguris. If he reaches, Logan McGann will bat next. Counts 1-1. And it's outside for ball 2. Gorman at second. LaChapelle at first. And again, McCarron playing in front of the runner at first. Here's a 2-1. Ball 3 is low and inside and almost got the leg of the batter. 3-1. Naguris looking for his own pitch. Outfield is shallow in all 3 positions. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Now, runners on the move. A ball into the outfield will certainly score the run. McCarron backs off. Give LaChapelle a couple of extra steps. There they go. Ground ball towards McCarron, who gets it right on the line. It's a fair ball, and he steps on the bag to end the threat. Again, the Eagles get a couple of base runners, but do not score. After 8, it is 1-0 Toccoa Falls. Andrew Moeller will come out for the 9th, facing Will Miller, Aiden Dumas, and Peyton Powell. Moeller walked 1 man in the 8th, but that was it. 1-0 Toccoa Falls, top of the 9th. Some good defense by Toccoa has kept TBC from crossing the plate. Will Miller, nothing out of 3. Each team has 2 hits. Toccoa has committed 2 errors. The Eagles of TBC 1. Andrew Moeller's first pitch of the 9th is fouled straight back on a good swing from Will Miller. Ground out to short, pop up to second, and a called strike 3. Moeller trying to stop Toccoa here and give the offense a chance to at least tie it or walk it off in the bottom half. And he misses low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And Moeller toes the rubber, takes a long look in. Now ready, 1-1. And that one misses outside for ball 2. Moeller thought he might have gotten the corner. Umpire says no. So 2 balls and a strike. So Moeller again from the stretch. And the 2-1. High fly ball to left field. Williams, a couple of steps to his right and makes the catch. That ball kind of tailed back on him. Almost overran it, then had to reach back to his left to make the play. But 1 out, base is empty. And Aiden Dumas, the hitter, a walk, a hit batsman, and a ground ball to short, so nothing out of 1. Peyton Powell on deck. If anybody gets on, Isaac Ravitas, then the top of the order. Been a great pitcher's duel from everyone who's hit the mound tonight. First pitch from Moeller is low and outside. Each team with 2 hits. In the bottom of the 9th, McGann, Gattinella, Burke, and then top of the order. And Moeller delivers and gets a swinging strike 1. A ball and a strike. Andrew Moeller trying to keep it 1-0. Give his offense a chance to come from behind. And the pitch on the way. This one is outside. Moeller, sophomore from Pasco High School in Dade City, his second year here at TBC. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch, fastball, right down the middle for strike 2. Counts even 2-2. And Moeller takes his time, now ready. Big pitch right here. Bases are empty, 1 out. Fastball, got him swinging. Moeller with the strikeout, and now he'll face Peyton Powell with the bases empty and 2 outs. Powell has lined to center, flied to left, and struck out swinging. And Powell steps into the left-handed batter's box, trying to keep this inning going. Again, Gattinella and Burke due up for TBC in the bottom of the 9th. And Moeller trying to keep it 1-0. First pitch to Powell. Chased one in the dirt. Helped out the pitcher. And that is strike 1. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the action. And a fantastic pitcher's duel going on tonight. The 1-strike pitch from Moeller and misses low and outside. I haven't heard yet who will start the games for either team tomorrow. Tell you what, it'll be hard-pressed to get better pitching than we've seen tonight. A ball and a strike. Ashton Sapp, 6 no-hit innings for Toccoa. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Jacob Brigman, just 2 hits through 7 innings for Trinity Baptist. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Moeller with the pitch, got him swinging, took something off it, threw a changeup. He strikes out 2 in the inning. Eagles, though, still trail 1-0 as they come to bat in the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the ninth, Eagles need 1 to tie, 2 to win, and Logan McGann will start it off facing Josh Ramey, 2/3 of an inning. 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. McGann, Gattinella, Burke. And if it gets there, Reeves, Ongston, Williams. First pitch from Ramey, swing and a miss. Or checked out, a foul ball. Either way, it is strike 1. Big rip by Logan McGann. 2 hard hit balls caught in right and a ground out to first. And strike 2 on the changeup. Ramey looking for his 2nd save of the season. Ashton Sapp would be the winner unless the Eagles can tie it up. 2 strikes to McGann, and that one is low. There's someone standing up in the bullpen, but he's not throwing, and now just starts to toss. Nothing, or check that, 1-2 to Logan McGann. Teammates cheering him on, and the pitch, a little dribbler foul down the left sideline. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, trying to get on as that potential tying run. Ramey, the pitch. Hit him in the back. Eagles have that tying run on first base. Little painful way to get aboard, but McGann will shake it off. There's no way he wants to come out. Second batter that Toccoa pitching has hit, and it brings up Dominic Gattinella, who was 0 for 3 last time up, reached on an error. But he's going to be called back for Darren Goki, batting for Dominic Gattinella. So McGann, good speed at first base. Goki now at the plate. He's hitting .289 with 6 RBIs. He's also walked 5 times. Logan McGann, 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts. First pitch to Goki, looking for the bunt, and he goes right through it for strike 1. Goki has not put down a sacrifice bunt this season. 1 strike. McGann, a nice lead off first. A throw over, very close, and he's just back in time. Again, nearly caught, but he got in to the back of the bag. Ryan McCarron applying the tag. Another throw over to first, and McGann back once again. Ramey last inning didn't care one bit about the base runners, but he has thrown over to McGann twice now. 1 strike on Goki. Showing bunt. And again, he goes through it, and he's down 0-2. Eagles have bunted successfully multiple times with 2 strikes this season. Let's see what Goki has in mind. Coach Broden and Coach Copeland as well. Again, a good lead off first. A throw over, and he's back. Karen had to drop to his knee, put the glove on the ground to keep that one in front of him. Again, not fazed at all by the good moves by Ramey toward first. There he goes. Pitch is low. The throw, not in time. Tying run now in scoring position. One ball, 2 strikes on Darren Goki Jr. from Bonita Springs, Florida. A junior pitcher, first baseman, and DH. Chance to drive in the tying run. Eagles will have 3 shots at it. That one is outside. That's ball 2. After Goki, Jacob Burke, Seth Reeves, Ryan Onks, the next 3 in the lineup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. TBC Eagles cheering on Goki. Ramey, a long look in. And a pitch. Little ground ball back to the box. Ramey will look the runner back and almost throws it away. Got a little lackadaisical, and McCarron was able to pick it. And just as important, that tying run stays put. So Goki unable to get down the bunt, but they do get that runner into scoring position. But now there's one out, and Jacob Burke at the plate. And now Ramey checks that runner, not being held all that close, and misses upstairs. Burke had to spin out of the way of it. A ball and no strikes. Dumas, the second baseman, trying to keep the runner close. High pop up on the infield. McCarron will make the catch. 2 down. And just in case, Ramey hustled over to cover first. So knowing exactly the situation and what he needed to do. A hit batsman and a stolen base, followed by a ground ball to the pitcher and a pop-up. Seth Reeves will be called back for Jack Musgrave, the pinch hitter. And Musgrave comes in. 1 for 7 on the season. He has driven in a run. And a pitch. A little bit low. Base hit to the outfield will very likely tie the score. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike. The count on Musgrave. Check of the runner. High fly ball, well hit down to left field line, but it's curving foul. It cleared the fence, but foul. Musgrave very nearly walked it off, but he got out in front of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Musgrave grabs his bat, time called. The ball cleared the fence, but about 6 feet foul. And so Musgrave, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run, Logan McGann at second base, but there are 2 outs. Musgrave very nearly gave this crowd a thrill. Let's see if he can get that run home. McGann hit by a pitch, stole second. 2 outs later, still there. Ramey from the stretch. Ball 2 is low. If Musgrave can reach, Ryan Ongst would bat next. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Ramey checks that runner and delivers. High pop-up over the light tower and out of play. Well, you talk about a high pop-up. And the count remains 2-2. Ramey just needs to get the batter. Not looking at second. Musgrave is hit. So he will go down to first, and Ryan Ongst will be the batter. Ongst has walked, nothing out of 3 officially. Seth Reeves will re-enter as the runner at first base for Musgrave. So Reeves at first. The tying run is at second. The winning run is at first, and we have a conference on the mound. We'll pause here. We'll be right back. Tying run at second, winning run at first. 2 outs, Ryan Ongst at the plate, facing Josh Ramey. 2-hit batsman. McCarron very deep, right on top of the line at first base. First pitch misses inside to Ongst. If he reaches, Gavin Williams will bat next. Both runners have good speed. The outfield trying to make sure that Reeves does not score from first. Ball 2 is low. Dumas is holding the runner pretty close, not excessively at second. The infield is back. Force out anywhere, and the pitch is a strike. Logan McGann at second. Seth Reeves at first. Both hit by pitches. Or Musgrave hit, and Reeves re-entering as the runner for Musgrave. 2 balls and a strike to Ongst. Ball 3 is inside. Gavin Williams on deck. 3-1. Now, strike 2 wouldn't be the worst. That would put both runners in motion. Here comes a 3-1 to Ongst. Ball 4 will load him up. Eagles, without a hit, have loaded the bases. Reeves advances to second. McGann to third. 2 outs for Gavin Williams. A base hit could win it. Behind the plate, Isaac Revitas has been a brick wall. Not a single pitch has gotten past him, and there have been some in the dirt. McGann at third. He runs well. Williams, first pitch outside. Nowhere to put him. There is action in the bullpen. I can't see who it is. Of course, Coach Taylor hoping he doesn't need to worry about it. 1 ball, no strikes to Williams. High fly ball, well hit. Compton at the track makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Gavin Williams hits it to the warning track, but Charlie Compton makes the play of the game to save it for Toccoa Falls. Final score, Toccoa Falls 1, Trinity Baptist 0 in a fantastic pitcher's duel, and Charlie Compton with the play of the game. The winning pitcher, Ashton Sapp, now 4-3 on the season. 6 innings, no runs, no hits, just 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Josh Ramey, the save, that is his second of the season. Jacob Brigman, the tough luck loser, the only run allowed, unearned. He's now 5-4 overall. 2 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Deserved a much better fate. Toccoa Falls now 15-15 and 2-2 in South Region play. And Trinity Baptist drops to 14-12 and 5-2. The doubleheader will begin at 12 noon tomorrow. We'll see you then. Toccoa Falls with Charlie Compton out there in center field making the save wins the opener. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We'll see you again at 12 noon tomorrow. For Coach Copeland, Coach Broden, and all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.